Today's chapter is all about globe, a model of Earth. In this chapter, let's learn globe, parallels, features of parallels, meridians, features of meridians, grid, movements of the Earth, and solstices and equinoxes. Our Earth is a unique planet since it is the only planet which sustains life. It is home to millions of living organisms. There are several factors which have made life possible on Earth. We know that Earth is spherical in shape. To locate a place on the Earth, some points of reference are needed. So let us learn about it with the help of a globe. Now let us know about the axis. There is an imaginary line called the axis of the Earth. It is drawn from the top of the Earth to the bottom through the center of the Earth. The axis is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees to the plane of the orbit. It is a fixed line. The Earth rotates on this line. Thus, the axis has two endpoints which we call the North Pole at the top and the South Pole at the bottom. On a globe, we can see lines drawn horizontally and vertically. These are the imaginary lines to locate or study a particular place on the Earth. A globe is a model of Earth. It depicts the Earth and shows the land and water bodies on a small scale. The blue colored parts are the water bodies and the rest are land masses. The deep blue color on a globe represents the deep water bodies and light blue color shows shallow waters. That means the depth of the water is less. The large continuous masses of land are called continents. Most continents are surrounded by water on three or on all sides. There are 7 continents in all. They are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. The oceans of the world are all connected to each other. Although ocean water is saline, that means salty in taste, it supports a diverse range of life. Plants and animals that live in the oceans together form the marine life. There are 5 oceans on the Earth: the Pacific, the Atlantic, the Indian, the Arctic, and the Southern or Antarctic Ocean. The set of circular lines running east to west on a surface of a globe are called parallels or lines of latitude. The latitudes run parallel to each other and are equidistant to each other. If you see a globe closely, the set of lines, you will see that they are parallels to each other. These are measured in degrees. The longest latitude that passes through the center of the Earth midway between the North Pole and the South Pole is called the equator. It is also called 0-degree latitude. It divides the Earth into 2 equal halves called the hemispheres. The part of the earth to the north of the equator is called the northern hemisphere, and the part to the south of the equator is called the southern hemisphere. Now let us know about the features of the parallels. Number 1. There are 180 parallels in a globe, 90 in the northern hemisphere and 90 in the southern hemisphere. Number 2. They are drawn at a gap of 1 degree with the equator at 0 degree. Number 3. The North Pole is written as 90 degree north, that is northern hemisphere, and South Pole as 90 degree south, that is southern hemisphere. Number 4. Other parallels are marked from 0 degree to 90 degree in each hemisphere. Number 5. The parallels at the north and south poles are reduced to a point, unlike other parallels which are complete circles. Number 6. Some important parallels are Tropic of Cancer at 23.5 degree north, Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degree south, Arctic Circle at 66.5 degree north, and Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degree south. Now let's know more about the meridians. Vertical imaginary lines running from North Pole to South Pole are called the meridians or lines of longitude. There are 360 meridians and all are of the same length. 0 degree longitude is called the Greenwich or prime meridian, as it passes through the Royal Observatory at Greenwich near London in the UK. The prime meridian divides the earth into two halves, the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. The meridians are drawn at a gap of 1 degree. Now let us understand the features of meridians. Number 1. The meridians are semicircles. Number 2. The distance between any two meridians increases towards the equator. Number 3. This distance decreases towards the north and the south poles. Number 4. The prime meridian is at the 0 degree longitude, so the eastern hemisphere has 180 meridians and the western hemisphere has also 180 meridians. In total, there are 360 meridians in both eastern and western hemisphere. Number 5. 180 degree east and 180 degree west is the same line and is called the international date line. Number 6. The meridians cut the parallels at right angles or 90 degree. Now we will know about the grid. The latitudes and longitudes intersect each other at right angles, forming a network of lines or a grid. These imaginary lines are drawn so that we can locate a place easily with the help of the lines of latitude and longitude passing through it. This is the principle on which the Global Positioning System, or the GPS in short form, and satellites work. Let's take the example of Mumbai. As we know, Mumbai is at an approx of 19 degree north latitude and 73 degree east longitude. So the point where these two lines intersect is the location of Mumbai. The earth moves from west to east. The two main movements of the earth are rotation and revolution. The movement of the earth about its axis is called rotation. During rotation, the earth is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees to the plane of the orbit. The rotation of the earth on its axis causes the occurrence of day and night. It takes the earth 24 hours to complete one rotation. The movement of the earth is from west to east, so the part facing the sun has daytime while the other side always experiences night. Now let us understand about revolution. Revolution is the movement of the earth around the sun along a fixed path called the orbit. It takes the earth about 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. The 6 hours or the 1/4 day are added to the month of February every 4th year. This year is known as the leap year. This movement causes 4 main seasons on the earth, that is summer, winter, spring and autumn. Let's know more about solstices and equinoxes. Summer solstice on June 20th or June 21st, when the North Pole is tilted towards the sun and the sun shines directly over the Tropic of Cancer, all places in the northern hemisphere experience summer. At this time, the southern hemisphere experiences the winter season. Winter solstice on the 21st December or 22nd December, when the South Pole is tilted towards the sun and the sun shines directly on the Tropic of Capricorn, the southern hemisphere experiences summer while the northern hemisphere experiences winter. Now let us understand about equinoxes. On the 20th or 21st of March, the spring equinox, and on 22nd or 23rd September, the autumn equinox, the rays of the sun fall directly on the equator. At this time, all places on the earth have equal days and equal nights, and it is known as the equinoxes. Now it's time for brainy facts. Each degree of latitude is approximately 111 kilometers apart, that is 69 miles. That means degrees of longitude and latitude are divided into minutes and seconds. That means each degree has 60 minutes and we know every minute has 60 seconds. Eratosthenes was the first to draw latitudes and longitudes on the world map. If you see the international date line, that is 180 degree east or 180 degree west, the international date line is actually not a straight line, as it has to avoid the islands coming in its way. AM stands for anti-meridian, that is before noon, while PM stands for post-meridian, that is afternoon. June 21st is the longest day and 22nd or 21st December is the shortest day of the year. North and South poles have a 6-month duration of day and a 6-month duration of night. Dear students, if you like the video, do hit the like button and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more chapters on social studies. Thanks for watching and keep learning.